Good afternoon, everybody. Here's a look at your headlines on this Wednesday afternoon. We have an update on Pope Francis's condition, plus a bill to ban Glock switches in Alabama advances, plus Jim Nagy is leaving the Senior Bowl, where the executive director is headed. Let's get right to News 5 now.
Brought to you by Green & Phillips, covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. News 5 Now starts right now.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to News 5 Now. I'm Devin Walsh. Glad to be with you this afternoon. It is a beautiful day here along the Gulf Coast. We have a little break from Mardi Gras, so get out and enjoy these really mild temperatures. Let's get right to our big stories this afternoon. We begin with number 5 and the condition of Pope Francis. Vatican officials say Pope Francis had a peaceful night and is sitting in his armchair receiving therapy for double pneumonia. The 88-year-old is still in critical condition. Doctors are expected to release results later today from last night's CAT scan on his complex lung condition. He's been hospitalized since February 14th. Number 4, Florida Congressman Byron Donalds announces he's running to be the state's next governor. The announcement comes less than a week after President Donald Trump endorsed Donalds on social media. Donalds has served in the U.S. House for 4 years. He is the only candidate to announce his campaign to replace outgoing Governor Ron DeSantis so far. Number 3, Alabama lawmakers advance a bill to ban Glock switches and other devices that can make semi-automatic weapons fire like machine guns. State senators unanimously passed the bill yesterday. The devices are banned under federal law and in 23 states. The measure now heads to the House. Number 2, a man's in Metro jail this afternoon charged in a deadly fentanyl overdose. Mobile police arrested 26-year-old Javante Johnson last night, 2 days after the deadly overdose. Investigators say 25-year-old Derek Kiles died Sunday after first responders were called to a medical emergency around Alba and Bascom streets. They believe Johnson sold fentanyl to Kyle, which led to his death. He faces a manslaughter charge. And number 1, the executive director of the Reese's Senior Bowl is leaving. Jim Nagy has accepted a position at the University of Oklahoma. He'll be the general manager of football. Nagy led the Senior Bowl front office in Mobile for 7 years. A search to find his replacement will begin in the coming days. And that is a look at our big stories at this hour. All right, now we're going to turn to the race for Mobile mayor. That is going to be what our question of the day is about. And we're asking you, who's your dream candidate for Mobile mayor? Let's look at some of your comments. Someone who's willing to continue the work to push Mobile past its potential. It has to be someone who's running or considering running. I'm rooting for Spiro Chiriogadis. Paul Prine. Someone with actual experience working with City Hall. Paul Prine, says Kay Prine, his wife. Someone who knows the city and can bring safety to the community. Taylor, 1000% Chief Paul Prine. Prine. Paul Prine. My vote goes to Connie Hudson. Kamala Harris, says Jonathan. Paul Prine, hands down. Connie Hudson. Stephen Nodine has my full support. Kim Hasty's done a wonderful job. She would be great. A Mardi Gras moon pie. Someone under the age of 60. All right, so lots of comments, some of them very entertaining. Thanks to all of you who participated in our question of the day. Now we are going to pull up our poll of the day. And this one has to do with an issue that we did a story on yesterday, Taylor Boyson on WKRG, where she talked to a lot of small pharmacy owners, and they talked about the need for changes so that they can stay in business. So we asked all of you, do you support pharmacy walkouts in Alabama? Do you support pharmacy walkouts in Alabama? Yes, no opinion, or no. You can go ahead and vote in our poll of the day, and you can do that by going to the WKRG Facebook page or WKRG.com. And that's going to do it for WKRG News 5 Now. I'm Devin Walsh. I'll see you tonight for WKRG News 5 at 5 o'clock. Have a great afternoon, everybody.
Covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. You are watching News 5 Now, brought to you by Green & Phillips.